Hello and welcome to Outside Xbox. You're watching Show of the Week. I'm Jane.
And I'm Andy. This week, Outside Xbox hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, so I'm going to thank each and every one of you personally.
What? Isn't that going to take a really, really long time?
That'll be fine. Thank you, Powderplays. Thank you, Cat Taylor. Thank you, Ray Iron Army 8. Thank you for Renty. Thank you, Sega Not Pagan. Thank you, The Bee. Thank you, Josh Brown, and thank you, Wrath of Jigglypuff. That's the million. Oh, hey, how was your week that I just spent thanking our subscribers?
Good. I've been thinking about Mirror's Edge too.
You, on the ground, now!
Go on, girl. Save us all.
In fact, I've been thinking about Mirror's Edge 2 for more than 6 years. I've been hungry for a sequel since we first met free-running freedom fighter Faith back in the first Mirror's Edge. Now it turns out Mirror's Edge 2 is actually called Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and it tells the story of Faith's traumatic past set before the events of Game 1. The developer describes it as a reboot. It sounds like it's a prequel, so let's split the difference and call it a pre-boot, yeah? Mirror's Edge Catalyst refers to the events that catalyse Faith's transformation into the badass tattooed courier of the original game. Also, and I'm just speculating here, it refers to Faith catalysing the resistance movement in the glossy but corrupt City of Glass, fighting back against its oppressive authorities.
Stop her!
When we played Catalyst recently, we discovered a game with slicker, pared-down movement based on gaining momentum and keeping it. This makes the most of Catalyst's new open world, which leaves behind the narrow obstacle course levels of the last game, and instead lets you pick your way through a seamless cityscape, where side missions can lure you off your path to scale and hack a gigantic digital billboard, for example. Faith picks up momentum the longer she runs. Chaining parkour moves smoothly together gives you speed, and at high speed, Faith is practically invulnerable to the armed goons trying to muck up her good time. Faith in Mirror's Edge Catalyst is so averse to bullets she can't even pick up guns, let alone use them. Instead, she can smack down corporation henchmen with melee combat that flows out of her free-running movement. It feels easier to pull off cool combat strikes than in the last game, thanks to more generous timing. No complaints here. They've also gotten rid of that awful whooshing and crunching sound you got when you fell to your death in Game 1. Where the story layer in Mirror's Edge 1 was wafer thin, Mirror's Edge Catalyst will dig deeper into the fiction of its sterile, near-future dystopia.
Personal freedom comes at a price.
It also aims to build up the character of Faith, who, as the game begins, is sprung from near-future prison. I'll be pleased if Mirror's Edge Catalyst can flesh her out beyond an iconic visual and bring her motivations into focus. At last, when the game comes out in February 2016, we'll find out why someone voluntarily gets their eye tattooed. Ow.
So, I thought to celebrate Outside Xbox hitting 1 million subscribers, we could all get team tattoos.
Okay, like what?
Like a cartoon devil or, a dragon. The elfish symbol for 9.
None of those things have anything to do with Outside Xbox.
You have a point, Mike. A loud, inconvenient point, because when I think about it, the tattoos I admire most on video game characters are the ones that tell you something important and appropriate about their owner. These are the meaningful tattoos which, unlike many a tattoo, no one will ever regret on account of how thematically appropriate they are. Take Faith raging against the corporate machine in Mirror's Edge and Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Most careers advisors will career advise you against getting a big spiky tattoo on your face because they think no one will hire someone with a big spike tattoo on their face. But if your career goal is daredevil parkourist freedom fighter, nothing says I am without fear and damn the man like having an electric needle buzzing millimeters from your eyeball. Also, why not get a whole sleeve of cool sci-fi electronic stuff to reflect how you live in a future of cool sci-fi electronic stuff? They'll probably do you a discount for 2 tattoos at once.
I make this look easy.
You can be sure you won't regret getting a tattoo of the thing you love most in the whole world. For Mortal Kombat egomaniac Johnny Cage, that's not his mum or his sports team, it's himself.
Hey, beautiful. Johnny Cage.
Good for you.
That's why Johnny Cage's tattoo says Johnny in big gothic letters. He missed a trick not getting it inked on back to front so he could read it in the mirror. Either way, he's never getting this one lasered off unless it gets burned off accidentally by Kano.
Finish him!
A tattoo of your own name on your chest is also ideal for a mortal combatant because it'll make identifying your corpse much easier after someone rips your head off. You know how inconvenient it is when you need your ID but you left it in your other briefcase full of garrote wire and scalp wax? Not Agent 47, the tattoo-having assassin of Hitman fame. His is permanently inked right there on the back of his skull in a barcode and serial number that contains all his essential personal information. You'd need a barcode scanner to read it, sure, but I assume he could just stick his head under one of those self-service checkouts. Wait, does he even know it's there? Who's going to tell him? Shotgun, not me. Getting sailor tattoos are part and parcel of being a pirate, as much as having a vitamin C deficiency or singing sea shanties. You would frankly hurt your pirate credibility if you didn't have at least a compass, a ship, and a couple of skulls done to express your commitment to oceanic navigation, sailing, and skulls. So no way is a pirate lord like Edward Kenway going to regret paying for a chest full of hipster nautical designs, especially not one that goes around shirtless as much as he does. Yes, Edward, we've seen them, they're very nice.
Listen, I'm a witcher and I'm massively hungover right now.
Finally, there could be no more appropriate tattoo for a sexy sex magnet such as Geralt of Rivia than a sexy naked lady, am I right?
You said you wanted to be one of the blue stripes and had to get yourself a tattoo.
What tattoo?
Sexy. Also, she's got a sword because Geralt is into that as well.
A naked lady brandishing a sword? Geralt.
Admittedly, Geralt acquires the ink after getting blackout me-walking drunk in The Witcher 2.
Got drunk as newts, you did. Never seen anything like it in my life.
But ladies' man Geralt is hardly going to regret having a naked woman etched forever on his neck, is he? That's his favourite thing after witchering.
You know how to remove a tattoo?
What? Geralt, are you sure?
Just get rid of it.
Quitter.
Now it's time to see what you've written in the comments and in game-themed haikus.
Gotham is empty, so no one will care if I kill people loophole.
Beautiful. First up, your comments on this video about the game gimmicks too beautiful for this world.
Bokhtai's translucent cartridge had a photometric light sensor on it that detected UV rays, while Bokhtai's vampire hunter hero had a solar gun that had to be charged with the awesome power of sunshine.
As ever, some great suggestions from you guys, including this one from Matt Swaby. Yoshi's universal gravitation on the GBA. The cartridge had a built-in tilt sensor to slide/roll enemies and objects around levels. Just gave you a stiff neck though, and made you look like a noob playing a racing game.
Sorry, like a what? I missed that, I'm playing Forza.
Never mind, doesn't matter. MK Ultra 95 meanwhile thinks that the solar gun is racist against Scottish people. What are we supposed to do? Spend the one day of sunny weather we get in a year waggling a light sensor about to complete the game? Ooh, they should make a UK version with a cup on the back so you can collect rainwater, bless it, and then chuck it at vampires.
Call us, developers.
Finally, GDJ says, I rather liked what Dead Rising 3 did with Kinect. It was pretty cool to be rewarded for trash-talking the bosses while fighting them.
Yeah, I never really got on with that. I'm too polite.
Look, could you just stop that, please? This is all very uncalled for. Look, can we just not talk about that? Ow! Ow! That was unnecessary.
Moving on, your thoughts on a video on the high-tech gadgets in Rainbow Six Siege, which include all sorts of fancy breaching charges and a bit of metal on a stick.
You don't need to reload a sledgehammer, you don't run out of sledgehammer, and a sledgehammer can bring down the very same walls as a breaching charge.
Inky Wizard Mage of Ink is impressed, saying, good grief, Batman is looking at the equipment list of these guys with envy.
Yeah, think of all the killing Batman could do with that sledgehammer.
Mike, while Jonathan Mao thinks that I'd probably be that one guy that always says, stop! Hammer time, every time we come to a wall that could be busted down with the hammer.
You know, it's almost impossible not to. I really tried to stop. Hammer time. Damn it!
Finally, Whammy Time 91 says, so Sledge has a sledgehammer. They nailed that name.
Way to hammer it home.
All right.
Amazing scenes?
Any more?
No, just those two. Oh, wait, actually, I mallet you continue.
All right, finally this week, here are your comments about last week's show about Fallout 4 and the mysterious mysteries behind Vault 111.
Fallout forums and the Fallout Reddit are buzzing with theories as to the mostly mysterious plot of Fallout 4 and just what is going on in Vault 111. These take a stab at explaining what was going on in Vault 111, how you survive a face full of nuke and then 200 years of hanging around, and why everyone else is dead.
Pong reckons he's got it figured out, saying, what if you play as the dog, but a dog in a human suit?
I mean, no more ridiculous than some of the theories out there. Better is this from Robot Duck 7, who says, my theory is that the vault is indeed used for cryogenics, but that the people are released one at a time and told that they are the last remaining member, because we know how honest Vault Tech is. The experiment being that they are then monitored via their Pip-Boys to see how long one can survive alone. This would also give the baby time to grow up, if say the father was released 20 plus years after the baby.
Interesting. That's a smart duck.
Finally this week, Boona Boyo! Indoor voice, please. series simply says, Batman, Arkham loophole.
We should probably call it on the whole loophole stuff. Batman's probably got all that murder out of his system by now. Nope, still going. All right, so I'm going to leave you to it.
You're welcome, Gotham.
That's it from Show of the Week. Thanks for watching. But hey, have you heard of this new thing called the like button? Maybe press it and see what happens.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
So Mike didn't like any of your Outside Xbox team tattoo ideas?
No, he's going to be really cross when he finds out that we did his while he was napping.
Ah! What even is that? I don't speak Latin. Is that Phil Spencer?